Hello guys, what I said in my previous video, I'm going to interview someone related to Malu Apa Bossku. Today we have Mr. Shashi, who is the Selangor State MIC Putra Chief. So I can't wait to interview. Follow me.
Hi.
So hello sir, how have you been?
I'm good. Thank
Okay
you.
sir,
Thanks for
it's
asking.
really good to have you with me here. Anyways, let's move straight to our point. So
I'm a teacher by qualification. I have a Bachelor of Education. My major subject is in IT. My minor subject is in economics. Politics. I have been a member of political party since 2007. I've been a member since 2007. I have been in the branch level, division, state, and national. So in these 12 years, I have been every single position, whichever I can. So I feel this Malu Apa Bossku is a tool that picked by the former Prime Minister, Dato Sri Najib, to drive, to deliver his point of view about the issues, current issues and all, to explain about himself to the people. Because when you go to a normal people, normal riot, you speak about deficit, you speak about national economics reformation, they won't be understand. But when you speak as a normal guy in a normal riot term, they will understand. So I look that Malu Apa Bossku is a tool for Dato Sri Najib to get even closer to the people and delivers his point of view about all the scenarios happening in this country. After 9 May 2018, we see people chased him from the system.
yes.
One, he wanted to go for a vacation on the 10th May. He was supposed to fly out from the country. He was stopped. Also was chased from Subang Airport. But after 1 year, he strategized, he puts his point, came up with this term. We can see the same community is chasing him back for another purpose. Now it's with the trust. Now they've started trusting, and they are listening to the two sides of story. Things were different then. Things were different now. So basically, I think this Malu Apa Bossku campaign has changed a perception of riot. 2018's general election was the mother of all elections. I would have said that, and it's 100% about war of perception. People use any kind of perceptions just to make sure they win. So those who failed in the war of perception is the cost today. So basically Najib is a victim of war of perception. So yeah, that's how it has impacted the people. Me being a media person also, I have never thought of a normal simple term that we used to use in our normal day life suddenly can be boom.
Yes.
It went viral. People start to choreograph dances. People started to have their Apa Malu Bossku songs. So basically, it's another political branding that we should look into. So Apa Malu Bossku, a tool where it has been branded as a Najib's word.
Yes.
It is no longer belongs to Sabah.
Yeah.
It's Najib's. So wherever Najib goes, you see people shouting Apa Malu Bossku, Bossku, Bossku. So it's a new branding that I think that it is a new thing. It is a new thing happening. Picking up. You just need the right term, the right person to say it at the right time. It will went viral. This brand has make Dato Sri Najib a bit closer with the riots. When he is closed, they will listen to him. And when people start to make comparisons, because at that point of time, people were not ready to listen whatever explanation. After a time, and he came up with this new brand, and people were like starting to like back his new image and all. People started to listen, and when he gives his side of explanation, people accept it. So it alters a little bit of the images and all about his images, because of course the current government and also this the Prime Minister now thinks that Malu Apa Bossku is a tagline to hide Najib's wrongdoings.
Okay.
Because he feels that Najib is doing this Upper Malu Bossku just to hide whatever things that he has done, the messes that he has done for this country. So it affects a little bit, of course, for the supporters from the Harapan guys, but in majority, it has altered Najib's image. I will definitely do the same thing.
Alright.
What are the things that he has been doing now? But I would have done this a bit earlier, much earlier. Because, of course, we were put into a scenario where it didn't happen before. So we didn't have any experience of handling this kind of things. So if I were him, I would have done the same thing because, of course, for me, image is very important. 10 good things that I've done for the country. He has done almost more than 10, 20 things that he have done. Only one issues were picked and made it a big issue and things went over the board.
Yes.
Even when a spouse of a prime minister or deputy prime minister getting elected, the husband getting elected into a public office, normally this wife, they don't have major roles.
Right.
Because they are spouse of a particular minister or prime minister. They don't have roles, they are not bind to any kind of administration. So technically, I think she's enjoying her retirement life. She's not doing anything because she doesn't have a role.
Okay.
If you compare the charges that have been put in on her and Dato Najib, I think Dato Najib has more charges than the wife.
Yes.
And Dato Najib has served the country as a prime minister for almost 10 years. She didn't hold any authorities. So basically, I think for her, it is not her role. For her, it is enough to support the family because as a father the father Najib was busy with handling the countries and all, and she as a wife, she was put into a situation where she represents all the MP's wife, through Bhakti. So she was quite busy with Bhakti and all. After elections, she has to focus on the family.
So guys, from watching the interview and comparing with my previous video, there are points contrasting and there are points differences. So the contrasting one is, even I said he's doing all this to change the perception of people, and he said the same too, but I thought from an individual opinion, as I thought all these are to play with the emotions of people, but actually no. According to Shahshi, he said talking to people directly about economic, directly talking about the transformation, people won't really understand and they won't have the interest to listen. But then when you be like them, act like them and be one of them, they will tend to listen. So Najib, that's how he getting into people again. And the differences are, for me, I said image of a person must be professional. It may be because I'm a mass comm student, so I expect people to be professional. But according to him, he said Najib had gone through a lot and it needs a high emotional stability to be like this, because he was a prime minister and now he's being like this, so that he can get into people's heart directly. You understand or not? And then so that is how, because his aim is not only to change perception but also to inform the people about him, his moves, his ideas and all. So he's doing perfectly well. And then when I asked about the thief of hearts, he's agreed to it. And then he said you can see all this from the support. People are posting content in social media and producing products and tagline. So theoretically, I can relate this to users and gratification theory, because Najib knows what are the people's needs and people's goals, so that he's working towards them. He's being more to audience centric rather than autocratic. You understand what I mean or not? And then moving on, I can also relate this to elaboration likelihood model, because he's working both sides, also in the low process and also high process. Low process is when he's bringing the awareness that he keep proving I'm not guilty yet, because there are nothing proved. Yes, he's being charged, but nothing has proven yet. And the other side, he's changing the behavior of people. As we can see, people chased him out from everything, but now people are chasing him back for some other purposes. So It was interesting to do this topic, and also my previous video I said I have a doubt on Rosma's movement and all, but Mr. Shashi has cleared it as what you guys heard from the last question. So honestly, I feel good that I took this topic, as I learned a lot, and I literally understand about the PR strategies of politicians and branding and all. So with another research, hope to see you guys soon. Until then, bye bye.